Now we are talking about acceleration of particle in various cases. Just consider about the motion along the line of greatest slope. This is the acceleration due to gravity acting on the particle which is moving on this inclined plane. So I am writing here, this is acceleration due to gravity g vertically downward. If we resolve this acceleration vector in two mutually perpendicular directions, one is along the inclined plane and other is perpendicular to this inclined plane, then we get g sin alpha along the incline and g cos alpha perpendicular to the incline. If angle of inclination of this inclined plane on which particle is moving is alpha. If this angle is alpha, then this angle will also be alpha. We use a simple geometry. Here the component g cos alpha being perpendicular to the direction of motion does not contribute towards accelerating the object. So effective acceleration of this particle moving along the line of greatest slope is g sin alpha, which is along the line C to A. If we talk about the motion of a particle along a groove which is made on this incline along the line other than line of greatest slope, just see how we will decide that the acceleration of particle in that groove is how much. Say this is the line of greatest slope on this inclined surface which has angle of inclination alpha. If a particle moves along a groove which is made on this inclined surface in the direction making some other angle phi with the line of greatest slope, we may see here that in the previous situation the acceleration of particle along the line of greatest slope is g sin alpha. So we can say here also acceleration of particle is g sin alpha along this line of greatest slope, but here the groove makes angle phi with this line of greatest slope. So we have to take one component of this g sin alpha along the groove and which will give us acceleration of the particle along this groove. So particle is moving in this groove along this direction. Obviously, by taking component of this g sin alpha along the groove, we can easily get that acceleration of the particle along this line is g sin alpha cos phi. The other component of g sin alpha perpendicular to this groove will not contribute in the motion of the particle. So we have neglected it. We just take acceleration of the particle along the groove to be g sin alpha into cos phi. I think you got it, because this is very much confusing situation, and by taking this component we can easily solve such problems in which we have been given a particle which is sliding inside this frictionless groove. Some questions have been asked in various competitive examinations year by year on these two categories in which particle is moving either along the line of greatest slope or in the groove which makes angle phi with the line of greatest slope itself. So I am taking few of those examples to explain you this motion in a proper manner.